bring our two-time Junior World team member, Matt Bruce. He's the #1 18-year-old in the nation. And we're going to demonstrate here the Olympic-style back squat. Now, it's opposite from the powerlifting squat. Now, we don't use any wraps. We don't use a suit. What we're doing is putting the emphasis on building leg strength. The eye level is straight ahead. The bar is higher up on the back. It's a little groove on the trap. And what we want to do is have the feet about shoulder width apart. Matt's going to take a good deep breath, and he's going to do a full range of motion. He's going to get down deep, drive up, and blow the weight out. Up, blow out. Drive it up, and blow the air out. Perfect. He's going to walk forward. Always want to have a spotter with him. Put down and take it off. All right, Brad, Mike, slap another blue on. So this is the key. This is the king right here. This lift right here is the king to building strength and explosive strength. And this is the first movement that we teach in Olympic weightlifting. Everything else is fundamental to this lift right here. It all starts with tremendous leg, hip, and back power. So we'll have Matt demonstrate another Olympic-style back squat. He measures his grip. He takes it off. The bar is resting on his shoulders. Eye level is straight ahead. He takes a deep breath, lowers himself down, and drives it up. He wants to go down steady and come up with explosion. Go down steady, come up with explosion. Good set. All right. Set it down. Place the bar on the rack and back up. See how everything is smooth. He doesn't lean forward. He's not shifting. He's got his knees pointed over the toes. The knees are not coming in. That's a sign of weakness of the legs if you see an athlete squatting and his knees are coming in. So what we can do is go ahead and throw another plate on here, and we'll let Matt do one more demonstration. Matt has the strongest legs in America. He's, for his age, 18 years old, 169 pounds. And when you see him squat cleaning 165 kilos, which is 365 pounds, and then putting it over his head, then you realize just how powerful Matt is. Now, we use this exercise not only for Olympic weightlifting, but football, basketball, track and field, soccer, all type of sports. This has been a demonstration of the back squat. Glad to have you with us today, and we'll see you next time. All right, we have with us Matt Bruce today, our Junior World Team champion, #1 ranked 18-year-old in the nation. He's going to demonstrate the front squat. Now, we teach the front squat when we're teaching Olympic weightlifting because it strengthens and develops the receiving position for the squat clean. That's why this is a critical exercise. It also develops tremendous strength so that we can come out of the bottom position in the squat clean. So Matt is going to walk up to the bar, measure his grip correctly. He's going to take it off and back up. He's going to have his elbows high so that the bar won't roll down the shoulders. His feet is about shoulder width apart. This is where his feet will be when he receives the squat clean. Now he's going to take a deep breath, lowers himself down where the butt is between the ankles. Now he's going to do that in a smooth motion. One more time, and we'll put it on the rack. Using the combination of the back squat and the front squat develops tremendous leg strength. It's just key and fundamental to all of Olympic weightlifting and for all of sports. Okay, Mike and Brad, we'll throw another 20-kilo plate on the bar, and we'll let Matt demonstrate again. Doesn't how much weight we're going to put on this bar today. Matt's going to do all the exercises the same. It'll be very smooth. Position is key. When you stand up, you want to feel more pressure from the heels than you do towards the toe. That's how you get your knee injured, is if you put too much pressure coming up and lean forward. You don't want to lean forward. You want to come straight up out of that bottom position. So remember that. Take a good deep breath. Lower yourself down into a full squat. Keep your elbows high. If you drop your elbows, you're going to lose the weight forward. Come straight up out of the bottom position. So we'll go ahead and load up, let's throw a 10-kilo plate on there, and we'll let Matt do a This is a good little warm-up for Matt because he has a 3.5-hour workout this afternoon. So now, Let's watch. The elbows are high, takes a deep breath, squats down, drives it up. So we go down steady, and we come up with acceleration. Very careful putting the bar back on the rack. You always want to have a spotter. So combining the back squats and the front squats are very key to developing power and technique for the Olympic lifts. We thank you, and we'll see you next time with another segment. Let's bring in Matt Bruce here. Matt Bruce is doing an excellent job on these segments of demonstrating these lifts. Our number one 18-year-old in America. First thing we do with the athlete is we have him walk up, line the bar up over the middle of the foot, right over the metatarsal bone. He's going to reach down, secure his grip. We use straps on the clean pull. The back has got to be perfectly flat. We want a steel rod up the back. Eye level is in a neutral position straight ahead. Pressure is on the back of the ball of the feet. Now what we don't want to do, and what I see done too many times around the country, is the athletes bending their arms on the pull. So we're going to use the legs off of the ground, coming up, legs, hip, back, traps, and shoulders. That's it. We want to get a full extension. We don't want the athlete bending over to meet the bar. We want the athlete directing the motion straight up. Once again, we feel pressure on the balls of the feet. We're moving the bar off of the ground. Rest up, Matt. We're moving the bar off of the ground using the leg power. We're not pulling or yanking with the arms. You think of this as a movable object. Try to move that platform down about 6 inches with the leg when the initial movement off of the bar. It's in stages of a rocket. It starts off, then it gets a little, you get to the knee area, it gets a little faster. You get to the power position and the jump shrug. That's when the final stage of the rocket. You want to direct the motion straight up in an explosive manner. So what we'll do is demonstrate this again. He lines the bar up. Got to make sure that his grip is measured correctly. You don't want to be off on your grip. Now remember, it's the legs coming off the ground. It's not jerking the weight with the arms. Leg, hip, jump, shrug. There it is. That's the way you finish the pull. This is the proper way to do a clean pull. Remember, if the elbow bends, power ends right there. You kill your power if the elbows bend. Keep the arms straight, just like steel ropes. This is a tremendous exercise. It should be a part of any strength building program. It doesn't matter whether it's football, basketball, track and field, soccer, baseball. Clean pulls are a key element of strength training. We've got young Matt Bruce here, who's one of the best, has a clean and jerk at a body weight of 168 pounds, and Matt will put clean 370 pounds and jerk it over his head. So that's why he's the junior national champion and going for his third straight junior world team. So this has been a demonstration on clean pulls today. Next segment, we'll show you how to power clean the weight. So thank you, and we'll see you next time. We'll bring in Matt Bruce now, who's been working with us on this series, and what we're teaching is the power clean. All athletes should use the power clean in any type of sport. Now what we'll do, we'll review slightly, and Matt will do a clean pull. Go ahead and do 2 reps with a clean pull. This is what we taught the last segment, the proper way to do the clean pull. Now after we have taught this movement correctly and the athlete has this down properly, then we'll teach him how to power clean. Now Matt's going to do the same thing. He's going to measure his grip, line the bar up over the middle of the feet, set his back. His eye level is going to be straight ahead. He's not going to bend his arms. Leg, hip, back, traps, and a great shift of the feet. Now I guess everyone out there can see the tremendous explosive power that we develop when we use this exercise. It's great. All right, eye level straight ahead, legs, good. Mistakes that you do not want to make when you're pulling for the power clean is coming off the ground and bending your arms too soon. That kills the power. Remember, elbows bend, power ends. So what we want to do, they're just the elbows are just like steel ropes all the way to the power position, and then the last part is finishing the jump shrug up on the balls of your feet, and the traps explode at the same time. Now, power clean is great for all sports. You know, the bench press is great, and there's a place for bench press in the program, but you don't play football lying on your back. You play football standing on your feet, in an explosive manner. The total body works as a single unit. So this is why these explosive movements are so important for football and all other sports. All right, Matt, let's demonstrate the power clean again. And it's speed times strength that equals power. Speed times strength that equals power. Pure strength that can't be converted to explosive strength, that's of little use to any athlete. So you must have explosive type power. Matt has it. Good job, Matt. So what he's doing, he's finishing his pull. He's racking the elbows up high. If you rack the elbows low, the weight is going to fall forward. So you want to make sure that you have a good receiving position. That's why we taught the front squat, to strengthen the receiving position for the power clean. So this has been our segment on the power clean. We're looking forward to seeing you next week, and thanks a lot, and we'll see you soon. Bring Matt Bruce in with us again today, our #1 ranked 18-year-old in the nation. Matt weighs 169 pounds, and he is able to squat clean 370 pounds. So this is a powerful athlete, and this is why he's the #1 ranked junior in America. So we'll go over the clean pull first. Lining the bar up like we taught in the last segment, everything in proper position, legs off of the ground, not bending the arms, all right? We'll do 2 reps with it. Okay. Now from that, we went from teaching the clean pull properly to the power clean. Now this is an assistant exercise for the squat clean. We use this in all of our strength conditioning programs around the country for major university. This is the way you play football, explosive strength. You must have the power clean in your program. Now, superior to the power clean is the squat clean, using all of the muscle groups. Big emphasis on the legs, the hips, the back, the trap, the shoulders. Standing on your feet in an explosive manner. So it's just like the power clean, except you're jumping down into a bottom position. You want to rack the elbows high, catch it with the elbows high up. Down. Good demonstration. If you receive that weight, and you see it so much in training programs, they catch it here, they round their back, and they lose the weight forward. This is what we don't want to do. We want to stay in a bottom position, the hips tight, lower back tight, and the elbow up high. This is the way we won't lose the weight. Now, this exercise can be dangerous if it's not done properly, and that's why that you young street coaches and young football coaches out there, old football coaches, all coaches should get themselves certified to learn how to teach these lifts properly. And we do that through the United States Weightlifting Federation. We're a regional training center here in Baton Rouge, and we'll be glad to help you. Any coach that wants to get better, we're here to help them. So Matt's going to demonstrate the squat clean again. He'll do 3 repetitions. It's all about explosive power, folks. This is what it's all about. I want you to rack that weight quicker this time now. Come on. Pop, right there. That's power. Speed times strength equals power. And Matt's got plenty of it. All right, now. Good job, Matt. This guy's been working hard. So we're covering this segment, and next we'll start talking about the snatch. But I think that you have a great idea now about how the power clean, squat clean should be done properly, and we'll see you next time with the next segment. Come on in, Matt. Matt Bruce, our 2-time Junior World Team Manners team here to help demonstrate the split jerk. So what we're going to do is we'll clean the weight up to the shoulders. Now we want to have the bar resting on the shoulders. The elbows are out and slightly down. Now when he dips, he's going to dip on the heel, straight on the heel. Then he's going to step into the weight. Boom. Front foot, back foot. He's going to take 1 step with the front foot, 2 steps with the back foot. All right. Bring it down to the shoulders. Now when he recovers, jerk. When he recovers, he takes 1 step back with the front foot and brings the back foot up. Once again, this is explosive strength. He's stepping into it. Just think about an athlete running a 4.240. That's the way he wants to step into the split jerk. So when you combine the squat clean, the split jerk, the 2-handed snatch, and their assistant exercises, you're developing explosive power. So what we'll show Matt doing now is the split jerk once again. All right, so he's standing up, straight dip, pop. front foot, back foot. Heel, step. Set it down on the ground. So we will now combine the squat clean with the split jerk and come up with the clean and jerk. This is the king of the exercise, the clean and jerk. Matt can clean and jerk 374 pounds at a body weight of 169, 18 years old. Straight dip, elbows out, drive the weight back, step into it with 4.2 speed. Now Matt's been in the program since he's 13 years old. He's been working hard and steady, and that's why he's the #1 ranked 18-year-old in the nation, and you'll see him on our Olympic team one day. So let's keep up the hard work, and we'll see you next time with another segment on the explosive strength training. We'll be working on the snatch. Bring in Matt Bruce, two-time Junior World team member. We'll be going for his third World team next year. We started Matt in the program when he was 13 years of age. Now, the first of the lifts is the two-handed snatch, and this is what you see in the Olympics in the competition. It's a speed strength movement. He's going to line the bar up over the middle of his feet. He's going to reach down, measure his grip, and he's going to secure it with what we call a hook grip, grabbing his thumb. Then he's going to set his back eye level straight ahead, keeping the weight in close. He's going to pull the weight overhead in one motion. He has to hit a full bottom position to be classical lift. There we go. That is what you'll see in competition. You'll set the back, fill up on air, keep it in close, hit the bottom position. Good. All right, set it down. Now that's the first lift. The second lift in competition is the two-handed clean and jerk. This is done within two motions. First he's going to clean the weight to his shoulders, then he's going to stand up with it, jerk the weight over his head and hold it till he gets his feet together, and the referee will give the down signal. Now this is the king of all lifts. If you want to find out how strong a person is, you pick the weight up from the floor, put it over your head. This tells you exactly how much explosive strength an athlete has. Stands up with it, looks straight ahead, dip, pop, front foot. You can see the speed with which he's stepping into the weight. A lot of explosive power. One more time. Straight dip, pop, down. All right. And we'll show you how he lines the bar up. He'll walk up, line the bar up over the middle of the feet. He'll reach down and measure his grip just about a thumb's length from the knurling starts. He'll secure his grip, grab his thumb, set his back in a straight line. His eyes are in a neutral position. Now the first muscle groups he uses is the legs off of the ground. He's going to come up, shrug with the weight, finish the pull. Catch it on his shoulders, and he'll go down into the bottom position. All right, now we'll put it in one full motion again. Lift, stand up. It's got the straight dip. One step with the front foot, two steps with the back foot. Bringing the bar down to the ground. You must hold the weight overhead until the referee says down. So what we have demonstrated today is the two classical lifts. We will have a procedure, the naturalistic method of teaching the snatch and the clean and jerk for Olympic weightlifting and all sports, football, basketball, track and field, wrestling, all sports. So thanks for being with us today. We'll see you next time. Come on in, Matt. We'll review the snatch grip pull now. This is an exercise that we use in all of our sports programs. Football, basketball, track and field, and the rest of them. You want to line the bar up over the middle of the feet properly. It's important to set the back. We want to have a steel rod coming down the back. The eye level's in a neutral position, looking straight ahead. As we come off the floor, we're using the legs, the hips, the back, the traps, and the shoulders. Three phases of the pull. Leg extension, hip extension, jump shrug. All right, now speed it up in a pretty good motion like it should look, Matt. Very good. You want to direct the motion straight up, so when he finishes, he'll be in a straight position at the finish of his pull. Now, after we learn this exercise, then we go on to what we call the power snatch, a great assistant exercise that we use for Olympic weightlifting, football, basketball, track and field. He's learned how to snatch pull. Now he turns the bar over. When he lines it up, his shoulders are over the bar with a flat back. shifting the feet is very important. We want to shift the feet from hip width to shoulder width. And you can see the explosion in this movement. This develops explosive power. That's why it's so good if you're on that football field, basketball court, any type of sport, you need explosive power. So once again, we'll go over it slow. We'll walk up. First thing we do is line the bar up over the middle of the feet. Then we reach down and secure the grip. We set the back, and we take a good deep breath before we come off of the air. The hips are slightly higher than the knees. The eye level is straight ahead. Now, we use the legs initially. We don't bend the arms. That kills the power. So we're using the legs, the hips, the back, the traps. Turn it over in an explosive manner. All right. Stop just a second. Mike, bring in an empty bar real quick. There's one right behind you. To measure the grip for the snatch, we're going to get the bar over the head. Matt, put the bar over your head, son, in your snatch grip position. We want to make sure that you have between 4 and 6 inches of space between the top of the head and the bar. If you bring your arms in way too close, bring them in way up in here, then your grip is not wide enough. So that's very, very important. This is a tremendous exercise that develops explosive power, which is needed for all sports. This has been an excellent session today. Matt, I want you to keep an eye on Matt for the future Olympian. He's a hard-working young man. Has been in the program since he's 12 years old. So we'll see you next week for the next segment. Come on in, Matt, our 3-time Junior World Team member and future Olympian. Okay, what we're doing today is showing an exercise that develops extreme explosive power and then strength and balance also. So last week we taught you how to power snatch, and we're going to start off this movement. We're going to power snatch the weight, and then we're going to do overhead squat with the weight. So he gets set, proper position, holds the weight, and he squats down. Do 2 more reps, Matt. Now you see, this is total body, strength, flexibility, the whole ball of works. Now we have our great athletes, our Olympians like Tommy Clanbro and Brett Bryan, Blair Lebrano. These guys can hold 400 pounds over the head in that position and squat with it. Now you talk about a total body squat. That is a total body squat. There are a lot of athletes that have trouble back squatting a weight 400 pounds correctly, much less holding it over your head and squatting with it. So we're going to let Matt demonstrate this exercise again. It's very important. Line the bar up, pressure on the back of the ball of the foot, shoulders in front of the bar slightly, eye level straight ahead, shifts the feet, hip width to shoulder width. Now he holds the weight and squats down, and you see how deep he gets in a full squat all the way down, pushing and stretching on the bar. Okay, what you don't want to do with this exercise, relax, let the arms relax. You want to push and stretch with that bar. The deeper, the stronger it must be in that bottom position. You also want to keep your lower back. Just get the free hand down in the bottom position without the weight, Matt, without the weight. Just get down in the bottom position. Hold the bar over your head with the broomstick here. We want this lower back tight, eye level straight ahead. The bar's on a bone-on-bone position, right over the shoulder joints. All right, now as he starts to come up, he pushes with his legs, keeps everything tight. He stands up, brings his feet together, and holds the weight. All right. Matt can do 308 pounds in this exercise. So this is another in our continuing series of explosive strength exercises, and we want to continue this, and next week we'll put the snatch and the clean and jerk together and show you what it looks like in competition. See you next week. We really do. Matt Bruce is an outstanding young man.
Thank you.
He's a 4.0 student, besides a 3-time Junior World Team member. He attends LSU, and he'll be one of our top lifters at the Junior Worlds this year. The first lifting competition is the snatch. So Matt's going to walk up to it, line it up. Now you get 3 attempts in the snatch. So we want to make sure that we get that first attempt in good. It's not what you start with, it's what you finish with. So we take an attempt that Matt is comfortable with, hitting, making that lift. If you'll see, notice the quickness of this movement. One of the quickest movements in all of the Olympic sports right here is the full snatch. All right. Now that is the 2-handed snatch. Now he will have 3 attempts in that, And then we go into the clean and jerk. So this is the king of all lifts. The clean and jerk determines just how strong an athlete is because you're picking the weight up off of the floor and you're putting it over your head. So you're picking it up off of the floor for one movement. The second movement, you're jerking the weight over your head. Mike, come on in and load the weight for us, would you please, son? Mike Gardner, one of our junior Olympic champions and future strength coach. Now this is the clean and jerk. So it's a two-movement lift. He's going to clean the weight from the ground to the shoulders, stand up, straight ahead, straight dip, jerk it over his head. You can see the explosion in this lift. Now I want to say about Matt, Matt is a 169-pounder, and in the snatch, he clean and jerks. In the snatch, he will lift 286 pounds. In the clean and jerk, he will clean and jerk over his head 370 pounds, and that's at a body weight of 169 pounds, and Matt is just turned 19 years old. So it's a tremendous feat of strength, and that's why Matt is a four-time junior national champion. This has been an excellent series on teaching about the Olympic lifts and also their assistant exercise. We take these movements, we put them in strength programs. We've won many national championships on the collegiate level, on the high school level, and the professional level. So we're going to continue the series. Next time we'll talk about some of the assistant movements that we do for the Olympic lifts. So hope to see you then.